Pre-job preparations. The pre-job planning and preparations are vital to the success of any all-terrain crane operation. The four elements of the pre-job stage are dispatch, planning, transportation, and site assessment. The initial information acquired from the client is the foundation of the planning process and is key to a timely and efficient completion of the job. A detailed list of required information should be asked of every client and should include the following: size of the crane required, or tonnage, load weight and radius, address and directions to the site, size of the area of operations, is there room for any additional trucks, are there any power lines or obstacles, are there any underground facilities, is the ground level, is the ground compacted, will the ground support the weight of the crane, will matting or cribbing be needed, and is it available, are there any special instructions. The dispatch assessment is used to create the job plan, along with additional information, references, and documents gathered from other sources. For example, look up the address to determine the route from site to site. Determine route hazards that might be encountered along the route. Look up an aerial image of the job site to check for power lines, obstacles, and nearby structures. Obtain the required permits. Determine, compare, and comply with federal, state, local, and customer policies, rules, and laws. Transportation. Getting to the job site can often be the most challenging aspect of an operation. It should be a standard procedure to complete a detailed checklist when preparing to transport the crane to the site. This list of tasks and items should include: obtain required road permits, hang required signage and flags, ensure the vehicle has the required lights and illumination, are escort vehicles and pilot cars needed, is an additional truck needed, can the crane be transported with the counterweights on, what are the state and local law variances, perform a walk-around inspection before departure. Checklist of special items and safety equipment that need to be taken along. Road permits, route information and weather reports, a copy of the job plan, squawk boxes and radios, caution tape, danger tape, and barricades. Upon arrival, do not enter the job site. Pull over before entering the site. Perform a preliminary site assessment. Find the supervisor and verify the following: no changes since the dispatch took the initial information. Status of the job remains the same. The job area has been measured. The load radius is correct. The load weight is correct. Walk the area to check, inspect, and verify all information for yourself. Have there been any changes since the dispatch assessment? Will special equipment be needed? Do you have the proper rigging? Is additional matting or cribbing required? And if so, is it available? Is the work area large enough? Is there room for any additional trucks? Are there any unmentioned or unexpected obstacles? Are there any utilities or underground markings? Is the ground level? Is the ground compacted? Will the surface support the weight of the crane? What are the weather conditions? If everything is good, move the crane into position and set up.